Bicaz Gorges and Red Lake are located in the center of the Eastern Carpathians. This northeastern part of Hasmas Mountains belongs in the best known and most attractive areas in Romania. The road that slices through the Bicaz Gorges is among the most staggering and spectacular in this country. The gorge twists and turns steeply uphill for about 5 kilometers, cutting through sheer 300 meters high limestone rocks on its journey through the mountains. Steep walls of this fabulous gorge, which name means froggy, attract both hikers and climbers. The most magnificent solitary crag in Bicaz Gorges, Altar Stone, towers 350 meters above the bottom of the valley. There are very few examples of how natural disasters can embellish the geography of an area. Red Lake, considered as one of Romania's weirdest natural wonders, is such an example. In 1837, a landslide did occur, eventually flooding the valley, forming the lake through this natural damming of Bicaz River. Nowadays, stumps of tree trunks, being the remains of a submerged forest, jut out of its murky waters, giving an airy atmosphere. Bicaz Gorges and Red Lake are part of Cheile Bicazului Hasmas National Park. Simplified scheme of the geological structure of this area is as follows. Transversely, we can identify Triassic deposits, followed by the Jurassic and Cretaceous limestones and dolomites. The climate is slightly warmer at the downstream end of the Bicaz Gorges, and the average annual amount of precipitation is about 800 millimeters. The entrance to the Bicaz Gorges is marked by Fagetul Ciucului rocks, represented by Chichibuc wall with crying stone rock climbing route. Next to the entrance there is Fairies Garden, one of the best observation points, offering spectacular view of the most important rocks in Bicaz Gorges. After about 2 kilometers, the first two small serpentines come, passing by the only houses from the gorges. At present, Marta Pension, small wooden huts and certain campsites offer the only accommodation in this heart of Bicaz Gorges. From here, one can have the first view of the most impressive rocky peak in the Bicaz Gorges, Altar Stone. The first successful climb was achieved in 1934 by two alpinists from Brașov, Erwin Chalner and Valdemar Goldschmidt. But the real hero is Zoltán Keresztes from Joseni, who climbed this wall barefooted in secular fall costume. We leave the only inhabited place in the gorges, and soon we reach the old tunnel. Next to it, another modern tunnel was dug in recent years. After passing through this 155 meters long tunnel, the big serpentine appears. In this section, the road drops more than 50 meters. Downstream of Big Serpentine, Piatra Poieni and Bardoci Wall almost touch each other, approaching only a few meters in the place called the Gate of Hell. Just 150 meters lower there is Hell's Porch with a view of Black Tower near small waterfall. At the mouth of Bicazul Brook there is Bridge of the Hungarians, constructed in 1940. Originally this bridge was meant to bypass the most dangerous section, the Neck of Hell. Also known as Hell's Throat, this narrowest part of Bicaz Gorges is 800 meters long. To the right it is guarded by Piatra Surducului with spur and turret walls, and to the left by the Bardoch Wall with sentinel rock climbing route. If we follow the Yellow Line hiking trail crossing the bridge, we continue along the left bank of Bicazul Brook. A steep ascent follows to reach the observation point. From here we must climb half a kilometer to reach Surducului clearing. At the place called Capraria we reach the old road of Surduc. After 1 kilometer walk, taking a side drift to the south, we reach again the valley of Bicazul Brook. After crossing the wooden bridge, we climb the steep road of Surduc. Then we reach the clearing, from where we can enjoy fine view of Surducel Rock. At the end of the clearing we come across the forest road. This place is called Poiana Vararilor by the locals. We leave Yellow Line hiking trail and continue along the edge of the flowers clearing. After more than half a kilometer we reach Cifra Saddle. From here we can climb an unmarked path to the observation points of Maria Rock. From its south wall there is fine view of Gilcoș Ridge, Bicazul Valley and Surducel Rock. From its northeast wall we can admire Bardoch Wall having an eagle's view of the road zigzagging Bicaz Gorges 300 meters below. In the forested section of Piatra Puieni, three-toed woodpecker can be observed. When descending along Yellow Triangle hiking trail, we can have a look at impressive Maria Wall basking in the evening sunshine. The resort of Red Lake sprang up in the 70s. It is a magnet especially for those people preferring accommodation in countless of hotels and pensions. Fortunately, swimming in the lake is forbidden, but it is possible to rent boats. A scenic red cross hiking trail reaches the stone balcony, one of the best observation points of this resort. Stone Gate should be mentioned due to getting its present shape after the explosions in order to build the road. There are many legends describing the formation of Red Lake. The first has it that a beautiful girl named Esther was kidnapped by a rascal. When crying for help, the spirit of the mountain answered with a storm which brought heavy rain sweeping the rocks down its slopes. This landslide killed both Esther and Rascal, blocking river below, thus forming the lake. Another legend has it that the valley where the lake now sits used to be a fertile pasture. After storm causing the landslide, shepherds and their sheep were buried beneath the rocks, which also dammed the valley of Bicaz River. It is said that the reddish color of the lake comes from their blood. The most plausible explanation is that heavy rain stimulated huge landslide from the northwest face of Gorges mountain. This landslide created a dam forming the lake. Its distinctive color is the result of reddish soils flowing into the river feeding the lake. Thus, in 1864 it was named as Murderer's Lake, and since 1936 it is officially called Red Lake. Because of their picturesque karst landscape hiding wild sceneries and huge stone walls offering spectacular views, Bicaz Gorges are considered the grandest canyon in Romania and climber's paradise. Together with Red Lake represents one of the top must-see areas in the Romanian Carpathians.